if you haven't gotten your flu shot yet, you should start considering it. The old saying is flu before boo. Well, here's what Dr. Kohli has to say about our vaccinations.
I want to talk about vaccinations here. Now, I want to ask you, what are the vaccinations that we are recommended to get this fall for both of ourselves and our kids?
You know, it's going to be slightly different this fall because we have a couple of new vaccines that we've not normally had. So the flu shot is an easy one. We all remember back to school time is when we get it.
Right.
And we have to get it before Halloween.
Okay.
So I always like to say flu before boo. Because you want to make sure that you don't get it too early in the season because then the immunity runs out, but you want to make sure you get it early enough that, you know, you're protected. Right. The two new ones this year are the COVID booster. So, and I want to really stop calling it a booster. I want to call it the annual COVID vaccine now.
Okay.
Because that's really what it's become.
Sure.
We're living alongside the virus, and the new one is coming out actually in a couple weeks.
Okay.
It'll be out by early October, so it's important for us to get it.
Yes.
And then the third one, which is also new, is for RSV. If you're over the age of 60, it's the first year that you should actually be getting a respiratory syncytial virus vaccine.
Wow. Okay. So a bunch to make sure that we're keeping in mind, but this is, again, all falling around the time that we would normally get our flu shot. So can't be too hard to remember, which is really great. Now, speaking of the flu shot, who gets a more potent flu shot when we're talking about our family?
This is important. So anyone over the age of 65 gets a special flu shot. And that special flu shot could either be a higher dose of the flu shot, or it could be a flu shot with something called an adjuvant, which is a way to better tickle your immune system. Because as we get older, our immune system doesn't make that same type of antibody response. So by putting in an adjuvant, which kind of helps stimulate the immune system a little bit more, we're ensuring that our older Americans are also protected with getting a more robust antibody response. So if you're over the age of 65, make sure you tell them that so that they reach for that more potent or adjuvant flu shot.
Okay, so making sure that we're protected if we're over that age. Now let's talk about timing. You did say flu before boo, and is that just the case with all of these shots? What happens if, you know, we do happen to wait after Halloween? I mean, how does the timing work for us?
Yeah, pretty much I would say as best as you can, try to do it before Halloween. If you've missed that window, it's not too late because flu activity circulates through kind of March, April through early spring. So it's still a good idea to get protected. Now, when you get the shot, it'll take about 2 weeks for those antibodies to start to build up. So a lot of people that are taking fall trips, for example, they're saying, oh, I want to get it right before the trip. You actually want to get it about 2 weeks before that vacation or trip if you're going sometime in September or October in order to make sure that you're protected.
Okay, and you know, before I let you go, Dr. Kohli, I have to touch again on this COVID shot, and you said not calling it a booster anymore, calling it a vaccine. Is this going to cover us for all of these new variants as well?
You know, by design, we're sort of one step behind. So we design it for the most recent variant. By the time it comes out, there's usually a newer variant. But the good news is with this particular design, it's showing really good efficacy against many of the variants that seem to be coming up now. And so the CDC is now recommending anyone over the age of 6 months who's at least 2 months out from their last COVID infection or COVID shot should go ahead and get this, not booster, but annual COVID vaccine this fall.
Okay, well, hey, we have another couple of weeks before Halloween, so don't forget, guys, flu before boo. Dr. Kohli, thank you so much.
All right, that's good advice. Now make sure to email us your questions for Dr. Kohli. Just send your message to mycoco@9news.com and put Kohli in the subject line.